What's up, my people? How are you doing? They have waiting this up, guys. I quickly want to ask this question before I dive right into all the news. What is happening to Mohbad's corpse? When are they going to bury this guy? Or is it that our expectations are just different? Because I remember when they announced that they're going to exhume the corpse, we were super excited that, oh, we're going to get answers to our questions. And now it just got me, wondering like, okay, maybe they should have just allowed this guy rest, because even the answers are not forthcoming. Everything is just slow. Or is it just me? Okay, I think that's enough. Let us quickly talk about Emeka Ike. Wait. Before we talk about Emeka Ike, I stumbled on this report and I'm gonna read it out. But people are castigating this man on social media, this Pastor Adefarasin, for let me just read. They said inside traffic and this bus hit Paul Adefarasin car, and your esteemed pastor and religious father got down from his car and smashed the window of the bus involved. So what they are trying to tell us here is that Paul Adefarasin of House on the Rock smashed a bus window, which resulted to injuries of innocent passengers. That's what they said. And people are asking for an evidence, a video evidence. Like, if truly he was the one who got down from his own car to smash the window of the guy, why can't we get evidence, at least a picture? Well, it came with mixed reactions, but there are people who are asking for evidence and others are saying that, you see, he calls himself a pastor but can't control his emotions or his anger. Guys, let us talk about Emeka Ike. So Emeka Ike a few days ago came out to reveal a lot that happened in his marriage. And again, as usual, his social media came with mixed reaction. Even Daniel Rega himself had some couple of questions to ask Emeka Ike. I remember Emeka Ike's brother reacting to Daniel Rega's statement concerning his elder brother. That's Emeka Ike's younger brother reacted to that. But Daniel Rega had said that Emeka Ike went on live TV to narrate how his ex-wife almost ruined him, but couldn't tell the public what led to the blackmails. The assault story isn't really adding up, because if this was the only reason, why didn't he defend himself with proof, especially with everything on the line? Again, he made no point by implying that only rich, successful men are labeled a woman beater. Is out of touch with reality, because poor men have been accused and imprisoned repeatedly. Lastly, the Iyabo Ojo shade was unnecessary. People should stop using their failed relationships or complicated past to generalize. Glad is back on his feet. Now, the only reason why we're still talking about this, and I think we will still talk about it, is because the wife is yet to say anything, and Emeka has been the one talking. I remember, going on Google to check, like, is there any other information concerning Emeka Ike? Has Emeka Ike spoken about this before? It turns out that this man in 2015 actually granted an interview, with Punch. And he told Punch that he's never a woman beater. This was a huge, news back then. He reacted to the news. He said he's got, at that time, he said he's got a 14-year-old son, that he should ask that child that is old enough, to express himself. He should ask him if he has ever beaten his mother before. Emeka Ike was so confident at the time. And this thing, I later discovered that this has been happening since 2009. Now, I understand. I mean, there are some people that are so manipulative that will come on social media and just try to create a new narrative to distract people. But Emeka Ike's statement has been consistent since then, and the wife has never reacted to this report. So the conversation on social media was about men or celebrities in marriages that are going through a lot, and some were so unlucky, like Sentobi, who died in it. In fact, according to Zigzulu's statement actually was debunked by Sentobi's family. But Zigzulu had said that Sentobi died being alone. That even though he's got a family, the wife distanced himself from Sentobi, and Sentobi had no choice than to go stay with his sister in Jos. That is where he died. Like I said earlier, the family came out, Sentobi's sister came out to say that Zigzulu is lying. And even the statement Zigzulu put out there is insensitive. I mean, if the family says that Zigzulu is lying, I mean, who are we to say that, what Zigzulu said is true? But Zigzulu said that Sentobi's wife was the reason why Sentobi is no more with us. That he got frustrated because he was put through hell. Now, who is even saying the truth? We don't know. Now Sentobi, Emeka Ike is out there giving us, this story, about how the wife yanked everything, away from him, and how he lost it all in his marriage. There were rumors out there, which has always been out there. Like I said, I discovered this, during my research, that this news about Emeka Ike being a woman beater, but with no proof, right? And Emeka Ike has been consistent, in his explanation. Nothing changed, except now that he revealed more about it. In fact, I saw a report posted by Lover saying that Emeka Ike made his wife go through hell, how he made a German wife, how he married a German wife and abandoned his kids in a bungalow after depriving the mom from having access to them, how the wife had to work as a teacher earning 20,500 just to survive, how they had to go hungry just to fill Emeka's car with no proof. There's a lot of allegations here. What I check when you put out complaints and everything is I check the consistency, what you've been saying. If there's a little bit of, if something is off, I will know that, okay, maybe this person is lying. But going to Emeka's statements back then, even his interview with Punch, everything he said now, he just, like I said, he just revealed more. He had said it before about going through hell in his relationship. His wife is yet to react to that.
Who remembers the time Emeka was cancelled? Emeka the actor. Yes, you remember him. That he was abusing his wife domestically and all that. Do you know, when he granted his interview, that was when it dawned on me that we Nigerians cancelled this guy without evidence. So, just word of mouth, just rumors that were spreading. So my question is here, with everything that's playing out nowadays on social media, and now that we're beginning to see that some ladies tell perpetual lies to damage someone's career, to destroy somebody, just because the person is not giving them the kind of attention they want, or because they want to move on, they will rather destroy everything. Do you know, watching his interview now dawned on me that it was just rumor that we all used to cancel this guy. What if this guy did not make it? What if this guy did not make it out alive? This guy lost literally everything. He was in America. His school was shut down. He lost everything. His landed properties. He couldn't even find the documents. I had to call a friend who was in the industry, who told me, said this guy almost run mad, oh. Say, Rita, someone forget, say this guy don't clean up, come back. So whether I know he missed for a long time. He was missing in the industry for a very long time, due to the way Nigerians cancelled him without evidence. Am I here to say that there was no abuse? That's not what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm telling you that we saw no evidence before everybody damned him and almost destroyed his career. In fact, his career was destroyed because he wasn't getting scripts. And then he lost everything. He became a pauper overnight. Watching this is the full interview, I was like, Jesus, this is how we behave in Nigeria. Once we hear one person own, we will use emotions. And we women these days, we know they even wait to know the truth. We know they even wait to find out anything. You see me, yeah? The only way I was comfortable talking about that lawyer that abused his wife is that there's video evidence. But these days, if people are telling me about some kind of things, Unless I see things we go prove otherwise. I know they quick, they carry, they jump anymore. Because if you jump, enter, kill somebody without even knowing, your word of mouth could destroy someone without even knowing, then you're being lied to. I see it a lot. I've been in a place. There was this time I visited Nigeria. I saw it koro like this myself. I saw this young lady slap this guy and then tore her dress and fell on the ground and started screaming that the guy tore her dress. And guess what? People gathered. Only for people like us that saw it from where we were to rush out and say, no, she tore her dress herself. It was so shocking. The drama was too much. This girl was rolling on the floor saying the guy tore her dress. Honestly, are there bad things? Are there ladies going through abuse? Don't even come here to argue with me. There are ladies going through it. But all I'm telling you is that there are still a selected few men that we cancel without hearing the truth, without knowing the truth, with no evidence. We'll destroy them. Now, wow. As I see him, thank God he's bounced back. Thank God he's doing a lot better. Thank God his life is all together. Thank God he's put his act together. That things are working well for him. Now so we take the cancel people before we come realize the truth. I beg go. This 2024 may they go. Make everybody they take and soft small a big kada. That's how they talk. Small no. More wisdom.
Now about the Emeka Ike's brother reacting to Daniel Rega's statement. The brother said that the wife is the devil. That even the wife beats their mother. His name is Victor Ike. Yet said, Daniel Rega and co, please don't be judgmental when you don't know their stories. Okay, Emeka Ike is my blood brother, and everything he said on Channel Steve was 100% true. He didn't even mention how she and her mother constantly beat my mom whenever she visits. He needs to see his kids. He has always loved and stood for her, even when she lies against his own family. Most of us in the family are not in good communication with him just because of her. So it is false to claim that the man who disowned his family for her was a wife beater. Don't hurt him with his kids. Guys, a lot is happening, and social media was a tool used by these people to spread the report and enlighten some people. And this man has been, saying the same thing all over again. That he's not a woman beater. He's been there for his wife. He's been supportive for years now. The interview was 8 years ago, and according to reports, these issues has been happening in 2009.
My secondary school, St. Nicholas College on CMD Road, Magodo, was shut down. Over $480 million naira investment. That year, 480 million naira investment was shut down, and all I had was constant battery. And I was always saying, look, I don't beat this lady. What's going on? I went on air. I was like, come on, I never did. Babe, what's going on? They say I beat you. Do I? No, but you're a star. You know, they can always manipulate things and all that. So I was gullible until I discovered that she was actually the one behind this whole thing. Some ladies are too desperate for marriage lately. And she actually told me one time that I'm not the marriage type. I didn't understand it. So the young men needs to know that there are plenty of ladies that are not the marriage type lately. And they're the ones that get you and I first. The good ones don't show the things, the signs that you want to go to a party with a girl. But these ladies show you everything you want to see, and then when you get into it, that's a luck. So it was depressing to find out that the person you were actually confiding in knows that men were coming to your house and was making calls with them and arranging and discussing this thing. And the resolution was, okay, after it all, blackmail him. I was busy grouping with the blackmail. I didn't know it was much more than that. So it was crazy. My school was shut down. Students were told, go home. This school is shut down. This marriage is shut down. On the same day, I was on air heading for a movie shoot in America. They already knew I was traveling. They were planning it. So I had to do, I was directing a movie. and I was going to act in one of the movies. So 2 movies for J&J Pictures in Maryland. So they knew I was going to be away for a while. So they took their time to plan. So I was on air when she rang the bell, and all the students came out and said, look, I'm shutting down this school right now. You all have to go to your parents, put you in another school. I wasn't waiting for it. I came back home to nothing. My property, my house has been moved. Everything in there, because my house is in Ogudu GRA, where I built my own house. But I was staying close to St. Nicholas College in Magodo, because if a student needs attention, I should be able to wake up 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to attend to it and do what I got to do. So they had moved all the properties I have in Lagos. I lost plenty of them, like 80% of my lands, because it was just a bag I traveled to America with that I had just with me.
So the documents for those lands were taken?
People are bidding on my property and I'm looking at it and I feel like killing myself because I can't defend what you don't have evidence to. So it was a planned thing.
So the evidence was taken?
There's no evidence because you came back, they've moved your load out of the house and you can't see any piece, nothing. Your wristwatches, your awards, your pictures with presidents, everything I got as Emeka Ike was gone. It was just that box I went to America with. So
speaking about relationship, here we have Shina Rambo's wife. Remember I talked about it yesterday. I mentioned that they are back together. So not only that they are back together, they were spotted in Abuja, by the way. She's pregnant with baby number 2. Pregnant. Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have Kora's ex-husband, Dr. Dean. He said he's off the market. And there was a report about a lady. She was dancing wearing underwear with her kids, like half naked with her kids, right? And the video went viral on social media. A lot of people actually have like different things to say, negative things to say about how she's not a good mother. Like, how would you be dancing like that in front of your kids and allow your kids to spank your behind and stuff. So this guy actually reacted to that report, right? And he had said that if she was famous, you all would support her. Trying to shade the ex-wife. And in situations like this, you just know that this man still struggling to move on. Maybe, I think both of them, they're still struggling to move on, if you ask me. Usually when you're so concerned about your ex-partner, it shows that you're still struggling to move on. And while there are other people who feel pain and just want the other person to go through the same pain, and if they don't feel like that person has gone through enough pain, they will keep trying to make sure that ex-partner go through the same pain as them. And so they continue to attack that partner until they weaken that partner. And if the partner never look like somebody that's feels defeated, they will continue to try, and that leads to something else. That leads that person to depression, just by trying to make your ex-partner feel bad. Now, he had also said after this was posted, he reacted by saying how you dress and how you behave in front of your kids are two separate topics. Now, he reviewed his new girlfriend on social media. He said Dr. Dean is off the market, and this new girlfriend has the same shape as the ex-wife. So you see what I'm trying to say? It's still him struggling to move on, or even though you've moved on, as long as you keep wanting your partner to go through the same thing as you, like you feel pain inside of you, you will be doing some unconscious thing, but you wouldn't know. You'll be making some mistakes that even you yourself wouldn't be aware of until they draw your attention to it. Look at him getting somebody that has almost the same figure as the ex-wife, dark skin, slim, and all that. Remember Kanye West as well? Got somebody that looks like him, you know, like things like that. It's just so crazy. Well, that's their own problem. Moving on to the next one, here we have someone. The reason why I'm talking about this is because a lot of Nigerians, especially Lagosians that had opportunity, you know, to travel out, they will say, me where the drive way for Lagos. If you can drive well in Lagos, you can drive anywhere. I went there, I went out, abroad, and I failed that driving test. Me that I can drive in. If you can drive well in Lagos, you are a rubbish driver. I'm sorry. You are because first of all, we don't even go to driving school. That's number one. You can pay somebody to get your driver's license. It's as easy as that in Lagos, you know. And the traffic rules and regulations, how many you they follow? How many? You think it's about doing F1 race, you know, on the road and driving rough and then putting gear 1, gear 2? You think it's by that? It's by driving with sense, which is not present in Lagos. So this is this one went abroad. Went abroad and started bragging, saying that they call him Pilot 1. Okay. Anyways, guys, let's watch this video.
Our guys, no matter who you be, this UK go make you humble. They go humble you. They go reset your lifestyle. See me, where they call Pilot 1 for Nigeria with my 7 years driving experience. See, now driving school I don't start, so now driving class I did like this now. They want to teach me how to drive car. After driving for 7 years in Nigeria, you see, now I be this, so I don't write the theory test. That one I study the way I take study my theory test before I go write my master's degree I no study like that. See, you see now. This one a practical. 35 pounds per hour. 35 pounds per hour. Now they pay like this. That's about 50,000 naira every hour to go learn how to drive car. Where did they call me Pilot 1 for Nigeria? Why they are the cruise car from Lagos to Owerri to Lagos? They come back. See now, they don't subject me to. If you say as this guy they control me inside steering, he said use 2 hands, use 2 hands. No, you're so soft on your steering. In case of hazard, you should be able to steer clear. Me. Now they teach. Hi! This guy now when they teach me this, he no go fit drive Lagos, even Lagos, what do you call that? Lagos about the expressway, he no go fit driver.
Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have Davido. Davido gave this lady, she was crying while Davido was performing, crying, and screaming, you know, singing word for word. And Davido called her out, gave her 5 million naira. You know, before I watched this video, I had seen that report, and I was like, what did she even do that made Davido give her 5 million naira? Now, seeing the video, watching the video, it's like, I think it's worth it. It's not easy. If Michael Jackson had done that, Michael Jackson would have spent almost all his fortune appreciating fans, because almost every time this guy performs, people cry. In fact, some people will even faint. But that's so nice of Davido. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to hold it. Merry Christmas in advance, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and until we see you next time. Peace.